Hello there, it's me, earthmanbrick, and I'm back with another scratch build. That's right, we're hitting it off. And yeah, what we're doing is we're making up a pumpkin patch. And I thought, well, during my lunch break I used to go down to Hobbycraft and I spotted these. This is putka pods, they're called. No idea what a putka looks like, but these are the pods. And yeah, you get 40 grams. Now this is quite expensive. It's like, what, £4 for 40 grams. So it's not cheap, but man, they do look a lot like actual pumpkins. And here's them here. I've got a little tub and container, and you can kind of see there in the scale of them. Some of them are rather on the large side, but you do get a mixture of different sizes and shapes. And yeah, I've got these already. I'll probably use these in future builds, but for this build specifically, I was using them to make pumpkins. So naturally I started off with some card for a base, and then I've used a mixture of cocktail sticks and twine to make up a wattle fence, I believe it's called. So I just sort of made the fence posts with the cocktail sticks by hole punching holes for them to thread into on the card. And then once all the posts were in place, I then bobbed and weaved with the thread, just going back and forth in between all the posts, double wrapping against certain posts. And yeah, that worked out rather nicely. And so, without much further ado, here's the build here. And I think it's turned out rather nicely. So, just to talk about it a bit more, I made up this fence, and that's just a mixture of some of the offcuts of the cocktail sticks, and that's just cardboard. Yep, just regular cardboard. Color-wise, what I've used is, for the mulch, and this is the ground cover here, I've used shredded toilet paper, PVA glue, and burnt umber. Just cheap acrylic paint there. And what else have we used color-wise? For the fence and for the wattle fence and the gate, I've used burnt umber acrylic ink. And we've used that and mixed it with white paint. That's white house paint, actually. And for the pumpkins themselves, I've used 2 cheapo craft oranges, which I originally bought for doing rust effects. But I think it works rather nicely for these pumpkins. And yeah, I just overbrushed with one orange and then just did another brush with the others. Now, you might see that we've got all this sort of greenery going on here, and that is this stuff. Premium green forest moss. And yeah, this stuff is, I think it costs about 10, maybe 20 quid for all of this. I barely touched the surface of this. All I've done is I've just opened this up, taken a small pinch, and that was enough for the whole patch. So yeah, this is like a lifetime supply, this stuff. You know, for us miniature makers anyway. If you're doing this sort of stuff like potted plants, wall decor, fairy gardens, that sort of stuff, you'll probably run through it very quickly. But for this type of thing, yeah, little dabs of PVA or super glue, and a small pinch's worth, it'll go a long way. And then I've added some little grass tufts and some homemade sponge flock. That's it there on the side. And yeah, absolutely cheap and cheerful. And there's from the farmyard scatter video, there's a scarecrow we've made before. And yeah, absolute shoestring budget build. And wouldn't you know it, I managed to get this done in a day. It did not take long at all. But yeah, highly recommend. If you're looking for the putka pods, you could sculpt these easily using millipata, whatever other. If you've got like air drying clay or whatever, you could easily sculpt and make up your pumpkins. But I thought, yeah, I really wanted to give that material a try. It is expensive at £4, but yeah, I think the results speak for themselves. But that's all I've got for you today. So, thanks again for watching, and bye.